How's it going, my fellow collectors? I am back again. Oh boy, guys. So today we're going to talk about the Hot Toys Terminator 2 Judgment Day Battle Damage T-800 2.0. So I was really at odds with myself when this figure was announced, whether I should buy it or not. This was announced about 3 days ago now, during the publication of this video. There were a lot of pros and cons with both new and old figures, the 1.0 and the 2.0. So we're going to talk about that in this video. The first pro to this figure is that it has these new updated head sculpts, 2 of them. Just like the old one, it's going to come with 2. You got the more battle damaged head sculpt and the lesser battle damaged head sculpt. I gotta tell you guys that they both look amazing. No doubt about it. This is definitely an update to the 1.0 battle damaged Terminator. Hands down. The higher quality paint apps, some new wrinkles on the face too. The new hairdo, like you can kind of tell the hair is a little bit longer and definitely better, the hair. So yeah, it looks more real. Yeah. So I don't know, like I think probably if you were to buy this figure just for the head sculpts alone, I wouldn't blame you because they're that good. It's next level stuff. But on the other hand, the DX13 head sculpts on that, even though they're outdated, they're still really, really good, and I'd say that they still hold up to this day. And yeah, they're no slouch. So that's another reason why I was so conflicted on whether to buy this or not. The second pro to this figure, this 2.0 figure, is that it's got real leather. And I don't know if it's similar. People have said that it will be similar to the DX10. I've never owned the DX10, so I can't say anything about it. I don't know if it has problems with flaking or anything like that. But I do own the Terminator 1 Police Shootout Battle Damage version. And that one, it did come with a I don't know if they said it was real leather or not when they announced it, but it does look the same material as the DX10 jacket. And the Terminator 1 figure did flake on me, as you guys all know, and it pretty much deteriorated, and I was left with like nothing but a useless jacket. Because yeah, it just completely flaked everywhere. There was nothing salvageable. So when they say real leather, I don't know if it's gonna be like that or if it's really 100% genuine leather. I did look at the um, the footage that some people have taken of this new figure at in Hong Kong. I don't know if it was at Secret Base or whatever, but when it was on display, I could tell that the belt, it did have a genuine real leather belt. The reason I say that is because I did get a real genuine belt for my DX13 since the original one had rotted away too. And the real genuine belt that I got looks very close and similar to this 2.0 belt that we're getting. Because if you take a look at the side, on the side of the belt, you can see right there, like it's real genuine leather. But other than that, I don't know about the pants and the jacket. Um, they could be real. I don't know. So yeah, that is what also had me conflicted. The other thing we're going to talk about, this is another pro in my opinion about the 2.0, is the new base that we're getting. This, just like the with the head sculpts, is next level stuff here. Awesome stuff here. Yeah, you know, it's got the USB plug, so it's light up, and so you know when he's gonna be standing on it, it's gonna look like, you know, there's molten steel around, because it's gonna have that effect shining off his face, the light. And then you got the railings and the chains and stuff, and man, it's really good. But the other thing I was afraid of with this base is that I didn't know if this base would fit in a DTOF, because most of my display cases are DTOFs, so yeah. But I'm pretty sure that it will, because if you take a look at the figure when he's standing on the base, it's the same size, like the same height, I mean. So I would say that it will fit in the DTOF, even though it's like an inch on the very bottom of the base where the name plaque is. That looks like it'll add probably an additional inch, but I think it'll still fit. So if anyone out there owns or has DTOFs and they use them for their Hot Twist figures, and if you're planning on putting this figure in the DTOF with the display base, I think it will fit. So I don't think you have anything to worry about there. I don't know if the same could be said about the new diorama bases that we're getting with Catwoman, for example, because that one can you can adjust the height on those. That one and the new Bane figure that's coming out. Because I do own the Catwoman figure, and I have the diorama display base, and I'm still not even sure if it will fit in my DTOF. I currently don't have it displayed in a DTOF, so I couldn't tell you right now if it does fit or not. I haven't tried. But anyway, moving on, we do get the if I could find the picture. we do get an additional accessory that we didn't get before, which is the tear gas grenade launcher. This is another pro in my opinion. I've always wanted this accessory, but nobody made it. Like not even custom companies, third-party companies made this. I mean, there is like your generic grenade launchers, 6-barrel grenade launchers, but they don't look like this with the short barrel, the short stock. Actually, I don't even think there's a stock on it. So yeah, it's great that we're finally getting the movie accurate tear gas grenade launcher, because that scene was iconic in the movie. Um, so yeah, that's another pro that we're getting here. Another thing about this figure is, if you can tell on his bandolier, it's all a cloth material, which, contrasting to the DX13 that has a pleather material going over the grenades, the bandolier itself. So I've slowly started to notice that there's it's not peeling yet, but it is starting to bunch up a little bit, which leads me to believe that it will start flaking in the future. So yeah, that's a good thing that they decided to go with the cloth bandolier instead. I don't know if that's movie accurate or not, but it's better off that it is cloth. Those are more pros for you right there. I think we're gonna move on to the cons now about this figure. So let me take you guys to this page here on Sideshow's website. Here you can see the price. Now, I got the DX13 upon release, and I can't remember because it was so long ago how much it was, but people have said that when the DX13 originally came out, that it was around $300, I believe, and that sounds about right. Whereas comparison to this one, in contrast, this is $350, as you can see. And if you tack on the shipping and taxes and all that, that comes to around 400 US dollars. That is a big jump in price. Um, so I I can't say if that's justifiable. That is a lot. It's a lot of money. Um, and there's a lot of things that don't come with this figure. I don't know if it justifies that price, but we'll talk about them more uh, with the rest of the cons that this figure has. And there's a few things I forgot to mention when it comes to the pros of this figure. The grenade launcher. As you can see, they really did upgrade the grenade launcher this time around. Uh, it looks like a real grenade launcher this time, because if you guys remember the DX13, that grenade launcher, the paint apps on it were so bad. They were so bad that it looked like a toy gun, basically. So yeah. Whereas this time, you know, it looks real. It looks like a real grenade launcher. The DX13 one, the wood, it didn't look like real wood. Whereas this one, it does. So that's a plus for this figure. And then if you take a look at the buttons on the jacket, they do, like the ones on his lapels here, they do seem to be bigger, which is a lot more screen accurate to how he looked in the movie, that his jacket looked. Because on the DX13 they're a little bit smaller, and that's not so accurate. So I'm glad that they decided to change that. That's another plus. Um, so yeah, those are two things that I forgot to mention about the pros on this figure. So okay, getting back to the cons. Uh, the second con that I have is that my DX13 is not peeling. It's still in mint condition. There is talk out there from collectors that are saying that, you know, his outfit is starting to peel, but I haven't seen any videos or pictures or anything like that when it comes to his jacket or his pants. So I don't know if I should believe that it does have problems with that, because mine, like I said, it's still in mint condition. There's no problems with the jacket or pants. The only problem that it had was the flaking of the belt. And like I said, I replaced the belt. I got a genuine uh, leather belt for my DX13. Um, so it's not that dissimilar from this 2.0 when it comes to the belt. Um, so yeah, that's another con against this figure. Um, the third con that this figure has is that it doesn't come with the liquid metal statue. So yeah, that's a big miss. A lot of people say that they don't really care, but I do, because you know, when are we ever gonna get another T-1000 in his liquid metal form like that from Hot Toys? I would say probably never. Um, so yeah, I think it's a big deal to have that statue. So yeah, that's another con. And plus, my DX13, it's the special edition version, so it does come with the regular uh, liquid metal head sculpt, but it also comes with the chrome liquid metal Robert Patrick head sculpt. So yeah, that's another reason why I'm at odds. I'm conflicted on whether to get this 2.0. So because I don't really want to sell my DX13 because of those reasons. Like, you know, it is the special edition version. I know people will probably say that, oh, you know, you don't have to sell it, you can just keep it. And I'm not really the type of person to have two of the same figure. I don't really like that. Like, one's enough for me. And I know he comes with two looks. You could have one looking like lesser battle damaged head sculpt, because you know you can use both head sculpts. You know, I could basically have him like these two photos here. Make him look like he's got the more battle damage head sculpt, the missing arm, and I can make one figure look like that, and I can make the other figure look like this, the lesser battle damage where he still has his arm. But Yeah, I don't. It's just not necessary to waste space like that with having two of the same figure, uh, especially when space is becoming so valuable. When your collection starts getting so big, and you just can't afford to get whatever figure you want. So those are a lot of things that come into my mind when I'm thinking about getting a new figure. That also gets me to think that I'd rather have another figure that's like something different, like it's better to get something new than to repeat and have the same figure you already have. That's another reason why I didn't pick up the Hot Toys Iron Man Mark III, the 2.0 version, the diecast metal, um, because I already have the 1.0 diecast Iron Man Mark III, and the 2.0 I believe went for like, what was it, like 450. So yeah, that's why I decided that's a hard pass for me. Even though it was awesome, I had the same conflictions that I have with this Terminator figure. But ultimately, in the end, was that, is it worth it in the end to like the money that you're going to be spending? And ultimately, I said no, and I don't regret it either. So I think it's going to be the same way with this T-800 Battle Damage 2.0 version. And that's about it. That's all the cons and pros that I got for this figure. So they're about even, but ultimately I landed on the decision of not getting this figure. The reason, for reasons that I already stated in this video. So yeah, I just don't think it's worth the price. And the head sculpts, the tear gas grenade launcher, and even the base, if I wanted to get that, I could get them all loose if I wanted once this figure releases. Same goes for the new grenade launcher. So yeah, and I think that's what I'm ultimately gonna do. Once this figure has released, I'm just gonna pick all those parts up separately. And another subject I wanted to bring up is that people are really excited about this figure, which is understandable. There's a lot of people out there that have never owned a Terminator figure, so I congratulate them if they pre-ordered this. It's great. But now they're starting to say that since Hot Toys has announced this figure, they're starting to believe that they're going to renew the entire line of Terminator figures. So all the figures that we've gotten in the past, such as the T-1000, the Sarah Connors, we're going to get them all again. I don't believe that that's the case. They might put out DX10 2.0, but I think that's as far as they're going to go. I don't think they're going to remake the old characters. But that's not to say that I could be wrong. There's a possibility that they will do all the characters again. Heck, we might even get the teenage John Connor. So it is a possibility, but there is a big but in there.
That's what she said.
The issue with getting these 2.0s is that they Hot Toys is starting to cheap out on the accessories. Take this 2.0 T-800 for example. We don't have the liquid metal statue, like I said. Here's another example: the Luke Skywalker Bespin version, the 2.0. The DX07 came with a whole crap load of accessories. You had the missing severed hand and the medical cast that it came with. Had the weather vane that you can hang Luke off of. A whole bunch of different stuff. This new one doesn't come with any of that. It came with two bodies, like a battle damaged head sculpt where he's got cuts all over his face, a different expression. Yeah, this new 2.0 didn't come with any of that. So yeah, Hot Toys is definitely starting to cheap out on the accessories. So if they were to release a 2.0 version of the T-1000, we would definitely be left with half of the accessories. If we're lucky, it'll be half of the accessories that it originally came with. So yeah, you got to think about it. The T-1000 came with a whole bunch of stuff. You got the regular outfit, which is how he looked in the first half of the movie. And then you got the second alternate outfit, which is the biker cop outfit. And then you got all the knives and stabbing weapons that you can transform his arms into. The pointed finger spike. The battle damaged bullet holes. The utility belt. The walkie-talkie. The two guns. The handcuffs. All that. I guarantee you that if they come out with a second version of the T-1000, like I said before, we'll be lucky to get half of those accessories. I highly doubt that Hot Toys will be so generous as to give us the same amount of accessories. So even if they update the sculpt and all this stuff, I don't think I'm gonna get it if they come out with a new T-1000, because I have the original, so I don't think it's worth it. Just like with this Bespin Luke Skywalker, this new version, I don't think it's worth the upgrade. It's worth even less than the T-1000 actually, because you get even more accessories with the DX07. You get two bodies, the battle damage one and the regular one. So to me, it's not worth it. That's another strong point that I make. Why I won't be getting this 2.0 battle damage T2 T800. When it comes out, I'll probably just pick up the good stuff loose, like the two head sculpts, the regular grenade launcher, the tear gas grenade launcher, maybe the diorama. I'm not sure yet. So yeah, I'm just gonna pick all that up loose. It'll sure be way less than spending $400 on a new figure. So yeah. But anyway, that's all my thoughts on this new Terminator figure. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. So until next time, I shall catch you all later on the tube. Alright, bye guys.